How are we doing, everyone? Hope you're well. Mr. B here, and I'm back today to do my first collection update in quite a long time. If you watched my best of albums video a couple of weeks ago, I did mention that I didn't pick up too much stuff last year. Have picked up some new stuff recently, which I'm going to be showing you now. Some bits I did pick up last year, but I haven't got around to showing, so I'm going to show them as well. We're going to kick off with some old school traditional heavy metal. First up then, we have Absolver, and this is Justice, their latest album, which I've completely forgotten about, I have to say. My wife got it for me for Christmas. Latest album from these guys, so old school traditional heavy metal. If you're into that kind of thing, you're not familiar with these guys, definitely worth checking out. These guys are Blaze Bayley's backing band, if you're not familiar. There's some guest vocalists on this. They sing alongside guitarist and vocalist Chris Appleton. Really, really good stuff. We've got great tracks like Freedom and Glory, which has got a fantastic chorus, which is very much in your head in no time. You sing along to it very, very quickly. Against the Odds of Time, that features Stu Block on some vocals, which is really good. Hero in Your Life is excellent. Find My Identity, first song on side B, is fantastic. The City is Burning. The guitar solos in there are absolutely phenomenal. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Atlas War Between the Gods, that's got Blaze Bayley on the vocals. The Street Fighters of Blackford Bridge closes this album. Very, very good stuff. Here's the gatefold for you. Lyrics and some, not pictures of the guys, but it's meant to be the guys. An old school sort of wanted sort of Western style posters. There's the record, which is kind of gold with black splattering, which obviously I'm not that keen on because I'm not the biggest fan of splatter vinyl, but it looks okay, to be fair. And the record sounds really, really good. So yeah, the performances on this are great. Excellent vocals, some great guitar work, drums are good. Absolver's Justice, that's first up. Some old school traditional metal there for you. Up next, a few albums I was very happy to see reissued because they're incredibly hard to find. On original presses, here's Guns, Swagger, Gun from Scotland. I absolutely love this album, and I've got to give thanks to Bev at Clarko Vision for showing this on her socials because I was completely unaware that it had been reissued. Gun's just an old school rock band from back in the day. It's got a nice little booklet with it with some pictures of the guys. Just some information about the album and the singles that released, stuff like that. Yeah, I really enjoy this album. That was a massive hit single on this album. Let's quickly show you the record. There it is, Bright Green, which as far as colours go is alright. Yeah, they did a cover of Cameo's Word Up. And I've still got the 12-inch single that I originally bought back in 1994 on this album. It's a really good straight-up hard rock album. Mark Rankin, I think his name is, on the vocals. He's not been with them for a long time now. Great voice. Kicks off with Stand in Line, Find My Way. Then you got the Cameo cover Word Up. One of the best covers ever, as far as I'm concerned. Don't Say It's Over follows that. Very, very catchy. Great melodic track. Very, very good chorus. Something Worthwhile kicks off side B. Seems Like I'm Losing You. Great track. Great chorus. Great vocals from Mark again. One Reason ends with Vicious Heart. Very, very happy to see this reissued. I'm not even sure if it ever was reissued on vinyl back in the 90s. But I'm glad it's out on wax now. Again, thank you, Bev, for giving me the heads up on that. An excellent hard rock album to have in the collection. Gun Swagger from 1994. Another reissue I was very happy to see come out. And here's The Darkness and One Way Ticket to Hell and Back, their second full-length album, which originally came out in 2005. This is, of course, the 20th anniversary edition. There's the gatefold with a picture of all the guys. Not as good as their debut Permission to Land for me, but a fantastic album, no doubt about it. Excellent old school hard rock, printed inner with the lyrics. There's the record, which is kind of a browny colour really, which is a hideous colour for coloured vinyl. But I'm just happy to have the album on vinyl, to be honest. An excellent album. The title track, One Way Ticket to Hell and Back, I always thought was fantastic. Great tune. There's other great stuff on this as well. Is It Just Me? Great track, very good chorus, easy to sing along to. Dinner Lady Arms, Justin Hawkins' vocals in that are fantastic. Hazel Eyes, his vocals in that are even better. They're so high, it's ridiculous. The guy's just got amazing range. Girlfriend is a great track, really simplistic rocker with a great chorus, some great guitar work on that as well. English Country Garden's a great track and ends with Blind Man. Very, very happy to see The Darkness second album, One Way Ticket to Hell and Back, reissued. I did bid on the original copy of this on eBay a while back. God, got outbid, it went for silly money. Excellent stuff there. Very glad to have that in the collection at last. Another album I was very, very pleased to see reissued because I've tried to buy this on the original copy before and it just goes for dumb money. An absolutely fantastic hard rock hair metal album from 1990. And it's Firehouse and their self-titled debut. Absolutely brilliant. I remember hearing about these guys for years and never got around to picking up the albums, probably to about 2 or 3 years ago, and got this on CD off of eBay, and I absolutely love it. It's just a fantastic record. It's got to be said. Here's a printed in up with the lyrics on. And unfortunately, no black vinyl. So here we have orange with some black in there. This is Smoke and Fire vinyl. It's just such a great album. Bordering on being overproduced, if I'm being completely honest, but I don't care. It sounds great. The songs are fantastic. Everyone's performances are great. CJ Snare, the vocalist, passed away just over a year ago, I think it was. Great vocals from him. Everyone's performances are brilliant. Track 1, Rock on the Radio, is just fantastic. All She Wrote, track 2, is just a brilliant song. The chorus is absolutely huge. Fantastic stuff. Brilliant guitar solo. Shake and Tumble, superb. Don't Treat Me Bad, good tune as well. Lover's Lane, great up-tempo track. Home is Where the Heart is fantastic. Don't Walk Away, nice ballad. Love of a Lifetime, fantastic ballad. Ends with Helpless. There are no bad songs on this album. It's absolutely perfect from start to finish, and I'm so happy to see this reissued and in the collection on vinyl at last. Firehouse, their debut from 1990, is superb stuff. Absolutely love it. Up next, something that I got for Christmas. When I say Christmas, I say Christmas 2023. I got it in the sale at HMV. It was about $17.99, whereas it's originally marked up at nearly 40 quid, so I grabbed it. It's Bruce Dickinson, An Accident of Birth from 1997. Wasn't on my radar to pick up, but when I saw it at that price, I thought, I'm going to grab it. But yeah, I picked this up just over 2 years ago and barely listened to it, so I decided to really listen to it a lot recently to feature it in this video. And it's a very, very good album, actually. This saw him, of course, reuniting with Adrian Smith. There is the gatefold, some pictures of Bruce and a couple of Adrian. Printed inners. I won't bother getting the second one out. Not much to show that side. Both records are exactly the same. So splatter vinyl again, red with some kind of orange and sort of white in there. Matches the colour of the artwork of the album. And the album's very, very good. I mean, Adrian and Bruce hooking up together was always going to be a good thing, of course. This is a 2 LP version. The second LP's got a load of bonus stuff in it, which I won't lie to you, I haven't listened to yet. But the actual album is very, very good. Kicks off with Freak, which is a great track. Star Children, very, very good as well. Taking the Queen, I really like. Man of Sorrows, the title track, Accident the Birth, is really, really good. Great vocals from Bruce. Some nice solo in that, actually. Welcome to the Pit, great track. Road to Hell, I really, really like, actually. That's a great tune. Very, very catchy. Got Ark of Space here as well. Great solo album from Bruce. I really need to pick up some of his other stuff. The whole band's performances are really, really good. Of course, Adrian's guitar playing is great. And obviously, Bruce sounds fantastic. So, Accident of Birth by Bruce Dickinson. I'm very, very happy to grab that. Like I say, didn't sort of really intend on it. I sort of saw the price and sort of grab it. And I'm glad I did. It's a very good album. Need to grab more of Bruce's solo stuff. Now on to some compilations that I've picked up recently. Now, I did see a compilation from this band in a HMV over Christmas, but it had a lot of their latter stuff on it, which I wasn't interested in, because a lot of their latter stuff is not very good, it's got to be said. But the early stuff from this band is fantastic, and one of the first bands I ever got into when I was a kid. And this is Crossroads, the best of Bon Jovi, which originally came out in 1994. Yeah, the new one's got a lot of the more newer material on it, and for me, it's just not even close to what they was putting out years ago. I got this from eBay, so came from America, and it come pretty quick, really, considering it was over the Christmas period. We've got printed inners here, and both of these are just good old standard, thank God, black vinyl with the custom labels on. Yeah, so one of the first bands I got into when I was a kid, because they were absolutely huge back in sort of '86. Obviously, it was Slippery When Wet time. And I still love these tunes now. I mean, Living on a Prayer, I should be bored of hearing that by now, but I'm just not. It's just so great. My favourite key change ever as well in that tune. Keep the Faith, good tune. You got the new songs from the time, Someday I'll Be Saturday Night, and the massive ballad, Always. But Wanted Dead or Alive, again, probably should be bored of listening to it, but I'm not. You Give Love a Bad Name, still great after all these years. In These Arms, one of the best songs on these days, not these days, Keep the Faith. Bad Medicine, I'll Be There For You, In and Out of Love, Runaway. Just fantastic songs from start to finish. Not a duff tune on this at all. Crossroad, the best of Bon Jovi, it was originally come out in 1994 on CD. Great to have it on vinyl. Excellent stuff, love it. Up next, another amazing compilation, which I originally got on CD back in 2007. And here's Wasp and the Best of the Best. This is the first Wasp thing I ever owned, actually, when I got the CD back in 2007. I was aware of Wasp, but the CD was the original bit of physical media I picked up from them. Got loads of their albums since, and this is, of course, there's a gatefold for you. Compilation of all the best stuff from the early albums. Well, I'll actually say that. It goes right up to the Eldorado from 1999. 2 LPs, black vinyl. No point showing you the other one. So yeah, mainly focusing on the early days of Wasp, but going right up to 1999, just Eldorado. So many great tunes on this compilation. Their cover of Elton John's Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting, I actually prefer over the Flotsam and Jetsam cover. Animal, Fuck Like a Beast, everyone knows that tune. I Want to Be Somebody, Love Machine, that's probably one of my favourite Wasp songs. The chorus is just fantastic. On Your Knees, Show No Mercy, Blinding Texas, Wild Child. Every song on the first record is fantastic. And stuff on side C as well is great. Sex Drive, 9-5 Nasty, another great track. Chainsaw Charlie, Murders in the New Morgue from the Crimson Idol. Then you've got Mean Man, Unreal, Eldorado and Dirty Balls from one of the latter albums, which I'm not so familiar with. They're still decent tunes, but for me, with Wasp, it's definitely about those first 5 albums. And this compilation does the job just nicely. Wasp, the best of the best. Very, very happy to grab that. Another best of to show you. And there's Whitesnake's Greatest Hits. This features pretty much only stuff from Slide It In up till Slip of the Tongue, which, to be fair, is my era of Whitesnake. There's the gatefold. There's some questions there with some answers from David Coverdale about the tunes. I like the earlier Whitesnake stuff, the bluesy stuff, but for me, the kind of the MTV era is where it's at for me with Whitesnake. Thankfully, just on good old black vinyl. So yeah, covers everything from Slide It In to Slip of the Tongue. And then there's one track from their 2009 album, Nevermore, on there, or Forevermore, which is a bit of an odd inclusion considering everything else is from a sort of 5-year period and they put something else in from about 20 years later. But the track's really good, actually. And it's not going to go in, so I'll put it back in after I finish recording. But yeah, side A, Still of the Night. What a tune. John Sykes' guitar playing, whether it's the riffs or the solos, is just phenomenal. Just the tone of his guitar on this record is amazing as well, on the 1987 record. Here I Go Again. Don't really need to hear it again, but it's still decent. Is This Love? Massive ballad. Still love that these days. Give Me All Your Love. Amazing riff from John Sykes. Just sounds phenomenal. Side 2 is where they concentrate on the Slide It In album. So you've got Love Ain't No Stranger. The title track, Slide It In. Great tune. Slow and Easy. Guilty of Love. Side 3, Fall For Your Loving. Judgment Day. Judgment Day, the best song, I think, on Slip of the Tongue. Just such a great epic tune. Some amazing fretwork from Steve Vai. Deeper to Love, great ballad. Now You're Gone, a great tune again. And side 4, we've got Sweet Lady Luck, You're Gonna Break My Heart Again, Crying in the Rain, and then I say Forevermore from the album from 2009, which is a bit of an odd choice, but it's a good tune. I'm happy to see it there. Nice compilation. Good to have those tunes all on the same record set. Excellent stuff. I'll put that back in afterwards. And 2 more compilations to show. And up first, I mean, to be honest, this band, they were the first band I got into back with Bon Jovi back in the day. And again, this is focusing more on their earlier output. And here's the story so far by Def Leppard, The Best of Def Leppard, which I think originally came out in 2018. A massively important band for me. Excellent gatefold picture there of an arena and the guys. We've got printed in us here, which I'm very happy to see also feature pictures of Steve Clark, because he's not in that gatefold. I think there really should be a picture of him there, but there are pictures of him on these inner sleeves. There's the other one. There we go. This is a 2 LP set, and both these are on magenta vinyl, which, as far as colours go, I don't mind actually. But yeah, Leppard's one of those bands that was very, very important for me growing up. Absolutely love them. The stuff they put out these days is, for the most part, fucking awful. But back in the day, really, really good. This compilation's got all the good stuff. Animal, Photograph, Pour Some Sugar on Me, Love Bites, all killer on side A. Let's Get Rocked, Armageddon, Falling, 2 Steps Behind, great tunes. Heaven Is Rocket, Hysteria, Have You Ever Needed Someone So Bad? That's a great ballad from Adrenalize. Make Love Like a Man, Action, When Love and Hate Collide, and Rock of Ages. Not a bad song on either of these 2 LPs. I won't lie, I wouldn't mind seeing some stuff from High and Dry, and definitely On Through the Night on this. I guess they're just more sort of concentrating on the most commercial stuff. So very, very happy to get that in the collection. The story so far from Best of Def Leppard, like I said, I think originally came out in 2018. And one more thing to show. While I bought that, I was keeping my eye out on a original press on eBay of their 1995 Best of Vault. So I popped a bid in thinking, there's no way you'll get it for that price. And surely enough, I won the auction. So here we have another Def Leppard Best of compilation. This is their original Vault compilation from 1995, and this is an original press. As we all know, OG presses from 95, incredibly hard to come by. And I can't believe I got it for the price I got it for. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't cheap, but I thought it was going to go for way more than it did. So I was very, very happy to grab this. 2 LPs in the single sleeve. Here we have one of the inner sleeves, picture of the guys. Tracklist information, which is pretty much exactly the same as the one that I've just shown you. But the good thing about this, like I say, not only is it hard to get hold of and rare, because it's from back in the day, it is of course on good old black vinyl, as it should be. None of this splatter stuff and endless colours and all that nonsense, just good old black vinyl. So no point me talking about the track listings, it's pretty much identical to the one I've just shown you. But I put the bid in, I didn't think I was going to win it, and I did. So after having no Def Leppard compilations in my collection, all of a sudden I have 2, and I'm very, very glad to get this original 1995 press of Vault. Not easy to come by, and like I say, it wasn't cheap, but I still think the price was quite good, to be fair, considering how much records from back then can go for. So there we go, guys. That's the last thing to show today. I've got plenty more stuff still to show, so there will be more collection updates coming. As per usual, jump in the comment section. Let me know what you think about what I've picked up here. I am very, very happy with a lot of this stuff that I've grabbed. Well, obviously, I wouldn't have bought it otherwise. But yeah, great to get some of these compilations in there. And some really nice reissues as well from stuff that is very, very hard to come by. So yeah, picked up some very good stuff lately, and I'm very, very pleased with all of it. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I shall be back with you soon with another video. Until next time, as always, cheers, take care, and I'll see you later.